During the daily use of a backpack, for school, work, play, travel, the zipper is the part that has to work the most. Every time you open or pull it, the zipper has to slide on 2 rows of teeth. When you first buy it, the zipper runs very smoothly, but after a long time of use, the teeth will gradually wear out. Some places are misaligned, slightly distorted, that are difficult to detect with the naked eye. At some point, you will see a very annoying situation. You pull the zipper up, but the teeth on both sides still do not fit together. Some parts stick, and some do not. Just a slight movement will cause it to pop out. Here, I have a backpack that is in exactly the same situation. From the outside, the backpack still looks very new. The fabric is not torn. The straps are not broken. But the zipper is degraded. Every time I try to pull the zipper, I pull it up and down many times. But the teeth on both sides of the zipper do not fit together. The bottom part sticks together, but the top part has popped out. Or when I pull it up, the middle part is open. This makes me very upset because the backpack is clearly still working well, but the lock is inconvenient. Instead of rushing to replace the lock or throw away the backpack, in this video I will try a little trick to fix the problem of the lock teeth not connecting together, making the zipper smoother, and the backpack can continue to be used normally. Anyone who is having similar problems with backpacks, bags, or jackets can watch and try to do the same. First, I will deal with the excess thread. This is one of the reasons why the zipper teeth are hindered when sliding back and forth. The tiny threads that stick along the edge of the zipper can curl up over time and make it difficult for the zipper to engage. I use a small lighter and start to gently heat along both sides of the zipper. When heating, I move my hand very slowly, not bringing the flame too close to avoid burning the fabric, just enough heat to burn off the tassels that are stuck in the 2 rows of teeth. I heat from the beginning of the zipper to the end, then continue to do the same on the other side of the zipper. The excess threads will shrink or disappear after being heated, helping the zipper teeth become cleaner and more airy. Next, I will move on to lubricating the zipper teeth, helping the zipper to operate more smoothly. I take out a small jar of Vaseline, then use a cotton swab to get a sufficient amount of Vaseline. The cotton swab helps me apply Vaseline in the right position without smudging it on the backpack fabric. I gently sweep Vaseline along each zipper tooth, starting from the top of the zipper and gradually spreading it down. When applying, I go slowly so that the Vaseline covers both sides of the teeth evenly. This thin layer of Vaseline will help reduce friction, making the zipper teeth slide together more easily, while improving the condition of dry, hard teeth due to long-term use. After applying, the 2 rows of zipper teeth will look brighter and more even. After applying Vaseline, I started to pull the zipper to see if the 2 teeth were still engaged. I gently inserted the end of the zipper and pulled it up a bit. However, the result was not as simple as I expected. Even though I had lubricated it, the teeth still did not engage. The upper part was still separated. The lower part only stuck a little and then came off again. Not discouraged, I moved on to the next step, an almost surefire fix for zippers that were loose or worn out, using pliers. I took a small pair of pliers, then gently squeezed the 2 sides of the zipper a bit to narrow the gap. The reason is because after a long time of use, the zipper can be stretched out, causing the 2 rows of teeth to not be pressed together when pulled. After squeezing, I tried to reinsert the zipper and pull it up. And this time it really worked. The 2 teeth of the zipper were engaged. The zipper pulled up much smoother. I continued to pull it up and down several times to make sure that the lock was working properly and did not come apart again. To check more carefully, I also used my hands to stretch both sides of the fabric, testing to see if the lock would come loose. And luckily, the lock teeth were still tight, not loose or separated like before. Once I was completely satisfied, I did one more small step to increase the aesthetics. I used a lighter to lightly heat the edge of the lock again to burn off the excess threads, making the backpack look neater and cleaner. Just like I just fixed the main lock of the backpack, now I will fix the secondary lock to make sure the whole backpack works smoothly. Secondary locks are usually smaller and less noticeable, but if they are loose, they will also cause the lock teeth to not fit together like the main lock. I continue to use small pliers and gently squeeze both sides of the lock. Since the secondary lock is smaller, the operation needs to be a bit slower and more delicate to avoid squeezing too hard and causing the lock to warp. After adjusting, I tried pulling it up and down to check how well the lock teeth held together. And happily, the result was very good. The lock teeth were firmly stuck together, no longer separated or slipped out like before. With just a small operation with pliers, both the main lock and secondary lock of the backpack were revived and worked smoothly again. So, in just a short time, we have finished the entire lock part of the school bag. The school bag that seemed to have to be thrown away is now as sturdy and easy to use as new. To complete it, I checked each lock section again, pulling it up and down a few times to make sure everything is stable. Then I used a lighter to lightly heat along the edge of the lock and the excess threads around the school bag. The tiny threads were burned neatly, making the school bag look neat, clean, and much more aesthetic. A few simple steps, but bring unexpected results, helping us extend the life of the item and save a lot of replacement costs. So with just a few simple steps, we have saved a school bag that seemed unusable. From the main lock to the secondary lock, everything has been handled neatly, smoothly, and much more firmly. The school bag that seemed to need a replacement has now become a durable item, ready to accompany you in work, study, or daily trips. The great thing about little tips like this is the savings and the feeling of joy when you can repair a favorite item yourself. Instead of having to spend money on buying a new lock or buying another school bag, with just a little ingenuity and a few simple tools, we can completely fix the problem right at home. Hopefully, today's tip will help you feel more confident every time you have problems with zippers, not only in school bags, but also in backpacks, handbags, or jackets. If you try it, you will be surprised by the effectiveness it brings. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so I have more motivation to share more great, simple, but extremely effective tips. See you in the next videos.